Welcome to the final part of Sonic 2. Wait, technically I am correct and incorrect. I actually did not mean that to be a joke.
Yeah.
It just, I accidentally said that.
That wasn't a joke?
No, yeah, it was a complete accident. I was just... It was supposed to be Sonic 4 Episode 2 by accident and said Sonic 2, but I'm technically also not wrong, considering the amount of Sonic 2 this game is.
That's probably why people like it more than the first one.
Well,
Some
that's
people
one
like
of the
Sonic 2
reasons.
more than they like Sonic 1. Which, I guess Sonic 2 was better, yeah.
Either way, it's just thanks to me activating the true power of the Chaos Emeralds raw, all this stuff with Metal Sonic should be a non-issue if it weren't for the fact that that the plane gets shaky after a bit and that affects the footing and my ability to get close to him for some reason, because Supersonic. Like, I'd say...
Can Metal Sonic go supersonic?
Well, Mania Metal Sonic can harness some of the power of the emeralds. If the shorts have said anything, but full Supersonic, no. He does have super forms though.
Anything equivalent, like say Hyper Knuckles or anything like that. Can you harness the Chaos Emeralds in that way?
No, not in that way.
Because I'm thinking, you think Eggman would try to build something that could do that? Maybe that's just impossible.
I don't think it's impossible, but that would be really hard to do. Chaos Emerald Energy has been stated to basically have the potential to do anything, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can easily just make it do anything. That's why Chaos Control is such a coveted power, and why Shadow is so powerful, because he can at least use it to a degree where he knows what it does.
It's inevitable, really, that there's going to be a Sonic game with I've built a machine that can harness the Chaos Emeralds, and then you have to fight Super Metal Sonic. That's just gonna happen eventually.
Well, we can't. Well, unfortunately, we have to deal with the fact that Eggman's the fastest thing alive.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, the reason I didn't sing the song this time is because he went off screen and then got into the pod, but still, it was obvious that Sonic had no chance. Luckily, thanks to his carelessness, he left one more pod.
Yeah, I mean, he had no time to destroy it. He should have destroyed that pod. But actually, he did have time. He runs faster than Sonic.
Imagine he just rigged this to explode in space. He has done that once.
The thing is, yeah. So we know the next Sonic game is in development.
Yes.
Did we know if it's the next 2D or 3D? I guess they never mentioned.
Yeah, that is true, but I have a feeling they mean 3D.
Yeah, everyone just assumed they meant 3D, but you'd think it'd probably be hard at work making the next Mania with all new zones.
Because anytime that comes up, everybody knows what is to be said with that. They better not remix anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played... The thing is that some of the stuff I see in like some Sonic fan games that I tried out for a bit but didn't record. Just like tried out the first few minutes of Sonic before the sequel, and it was already like wowing me with some of the stuff it did. Like some of the stuff I said I wanted Sonic level design to really Sonic 2D level design to do, it just did it first level.
Come to think of it, before you continue with that, I mean, some of the remix stages were substantially different enough in a way that was interesting. But then you could argue, just make it a new stage.
Yeah. I mean, part of the problem is that the remix stages, well, one of them was Green Hill, one of them was Chemical Plant.
Yeah, that was No, I mean, it's like you have to do it, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that was a bit too much. I mean, well, actually, no, I'm thinking that if the Sonic Mania guys say, hey, let's do a new game, they probably wouldn't start with that Green Hill.
But before we get to that,
did before the sequel start with that Green Hill?
no, it's Hilltop Heights Zone. It's really cool. We'll get to that eventually because I do plan on covering them in the future. But before we get on that little tangent, something that just happened. The thing is that in that boss battle that we just had, Eggman had something that was completely impervious to attacks, even from Supersonic. Like, where does that thing? No, I mean, it couldn't attack by itself. It's just like it was completely impervious. It's like, just make everything out of that.
Maybe
It's super rare and can only exist in a non-combative form, thus useless on its own.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, maybe it's too heavy, or it's too
Incompatible
like,
with
a
other
metal
stuff.
Yeah, it's incompatible with weapon systems or something. It's basically just a cage with a seat. That's all.
Yeah,
it can
well,
be.
I guess that would sometimes like explain how he survived some of the explosions he's in. If like at least some of his Eggmobile was made out of that.
Also, I really like the concept of what we're doing with the gravity defying stuff.
Yeah, and it
I know.
flows together well, but it's not completely just. Well, the thing is that I wish it was less.
Why are you guys kissing? What was that?
I went through him for a bit. But yes, this is a reference to the race in Sonic CD. Except I'm supersonic, so screw you, Metal. I'm way faster.
There's one. I don't know if that. There's one problem. A major problem.
See, he had to rubber band the AI so hard just to catch up to me.
Specifically, a problem with how we experience our playthroughs, and that's the Crash Bandicoot game has permanently marred every single thing that takes place in space with the Earth in the background. All I can think of is Crash Bandicoot.
Oh,
Every
so
single
at
time.
least that playthrough had some lasting impression on someone. Oh boy. Oh, I just like went a little bit out of bounds there, I guess. Well, not out of bounds isn't correct. But
Hey, there's an arrow.
yeah,
thing.
which is why I'm ignoring it to get secrets. Which is more rings. If you get all the rings here, you have enough. You can get your 50, and then just like have enough to get supersonic in this boss battle. So that's why you turn back there instead of just following the path. Unfortunately, this is one of Eggman's most ingenious machines. And you'll see why in a little bit. This is what I like to call an anti-supersonic machine. Because
Right.
these things will get electrified later. So it's hard. You have to platform your way past the electrified parts. Except that the machine itself is designed to waste time. So if you go supersonic early, you're going to get like 3 hits on him. And then when he goes into the second phase, it's going to take so much time that it's basically going to drain it.
Supersonic.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can just beat this supersonic alone. Just like I don't know. Maybe if you were fast enough. Oh wait, is this the thing? Oh right. And he somehow develops a shield that is immune to supersonic and can only be destroyed by the superpower of teamwork.
I mean, it's almost overwhelming.
What? How complicated this is?
This giant thing that you're running around in anti-gravity and
Now there's electricity everywhere, and Tails can only go so
electricity's
far.
everywhere. Yeah, it's
I'd say it's a really good final
something.
boss. Like I really like this final boss.
I'm very confused though because if this is the final boss, we have so much time left in this video.
Unfortunately, if you leave Eggman alone too long, he activates a black hole generator.
So but he's right there. He'll also fall into the black hole.
Nope, he just like harnesses the power of super gravity and then flings you immediately.
Flings you
Flings you so hard and it just like it.
You instantly die. I mean, if
I forget if I had rings
pushing
at that
you
point.
outward, if he's pushing you outwards with the same amount of force that a black hole pulls you in, then it makes sense that you instantly die.
Yeah, but I forget if I even had rings at that point. So maybe like I hit it. I'd have to go back through the footage, but maybe like I hit him, but I took damage as well. Because the thing is with this thing is that it has spikes at certain parts. So if you go at it too low, then you'll take damage. As I said, this is one of Eggman's most ingenious machines. And so what I'm trying to do
Is this supposed to look like a heart?
Yes. It's the heart of the new Death Egg.
Oh, why do you go supersonic so fast? Oh, never mind.
Well, I'm not going supersonic at all
What
now.
the heck? Oh
Yeah,
God.
as I said, there's stuff at the bottom. So technically, I could get 50.
Oh, so you didn't find that out until just now, I'm assuming.
Well, no, I thought that the Super 69 friendship attack would have just bypassed it quick enough, but nope. And the thing is, what my strategy this time was that I was going to get 2 hits on him and then go supersonic and see if that would work. But I lost the rings too early, so whoops. Legitimate way it is. And you remember, I forget if you actually do remember, but we're on Little Planet right now.
Alright.
Yes, the Death Egg covering Little Planet.
Oh, it's covering the entirety of the planet.
Yeah.
So wait, were any of the stages on Little Planet besides this one?
Well, no, this is technically Death Egg Zone from Sonic 2. So there are no Little Planet stages. We just got up here to the Death Egg thing and we're at the heart of it. So that's what we're working on.
These people, like the same with Pokemon, where if they show a picture of the Earth, do they just make up random continents or do they show Earth? Because I'm one of those people who says that the Pokemon world is not Earth.
Well, the thing is that the Sonic, if Sonic unleashes any indication, the Sonic Earth has a defined continental structure.
Is it consistent in multiple games?
We don't. Well, the thing is that we don't see a full thing of the Earth, a lot. If I, the only time I can think about it is Sonic would be Sonic Adventure 2, which I doubt because that was before Sonic Unleashed, and Sonic Colors, but I don't think we see the full Earth in that. You just see like part of it.
Also, I think that the Galar region is finally more validation for me, thinking that it's different from Earth, because the Galar region is upside down compared to UK, but the mountains are still at the top. And so there's no way to go around going, hey, the region's upside down, but it's still the same region, because the mountains would be in the wrong place that way. Which means that it is different from Earth.
Yeah.
Then again, there's proof enough since New York City alone was the size of a country. But everyone just glosses over that.
I mean, then there's also the fact that New York City. Wait, does New York City have a desert to the west?
I'm fairly certain it doesn't. But people are like, yeah, it's the same shape. It's just different. But even if it's the same shape, I still don't think it's the same shape. But yeah, the whole desert thing. And like, how much mountains there's Twist Mountain, there's Reversal Mountain.
Wait, no, that's it. Chargestone is a cave.
Chargestone is, oh yeah. But I mean, I guess the cave it's not like an underground cave. You go through a mountain.
There's the mountain of the Pokemon League.
Yeah, I guess I could count that. That's something I think like.
Man, that just reminds me, little tangent that's based off of that. That just reminds me of how epic it was. Oops. Let's get those back. It's like how epic it was during Black 2, where you're climbing the Pokemon League stairs and then it just like goes up to being in the clouds. And you're just like you're above the clouds. You can see the horizon, and there's just like one lone castle there, and I just loved that aesthetic.
Oh yes. I mean, the DS aesthetic, except for Platinum. Well, actually no, Platinum had some good looking stuff too, but generally I thought it was too pastel looking. But generally, DS aesthetic was amazing. So much great moods.
Yeah, it's a good thing Eggman's just leaving his escape pods with the keys in them.
Yeah, it's nice of him. Death Star blowing up.
You're partially right about that.
That egghead, that egg machine, that's surrounding the entirety of Little Planet.
Yes.
And it's exploding.
I said you're partially right about that. It's malfunctioning because we destroyed the heart, the core, but we didn't destroy it.
So that was part 3?
Yeah, was highly likely that part 3 was basically going on the... Because here's the thing, as the credits go on, you'll see the lights of the Death Egg go out because it's lost its main power. But yeah, it's highly likely that part 3 was getting back up there and going to a fully Death Egg covered Little Planet and destroying the Death Egg from the inside.
Oh yeah, so just playing through Little Planet. You know, that could be because Sonic Mania is Sonic 1. Sonic 2 would be them making a new Sonic... What's that game called?
CD?
Yeah, basically making a new Sonic CD as their second game. So they'd go back to Little Planet and basically just fulfill the plot.
Well, no, that can't be because we already went to Little Planet. Like, we went to Little Planet Illusion and then we went to actual Little Planet. It's like, we keep milking that thing. Just like, leave it alone for a bit.
Wait, when did they go to actual Little Planet again?
Sonic Mania at the end. Titanic Monarch Zone. And
oh, that's Little Planet.
Yes, they were on Little Planet, and people say, because remember my whole theory about like how half of Sonic Mania is an illusion, and then the other half is zones with illusion based around it. But
yeah.
So you could argue that Metal Madness may have been an illusion or not, but I still think it was actually Little Planet. And even if I'm wrong, Titanic Monarch is definitely Little Planet. The last cutscene shows it.
But also, they can't do it because Sonic 4 and Sonic Mania are now different timelines.
Yep.
So they can't continue the Sonic 4. I mean, they could just make a modern Sonic 2D game. That'd be weird.
That would be that would be weird. But... Not impossible, yes, would be weird. But unless it's like good on the part of Sonic Rush, people are going to be very disappointed.
I mean, if it's Christian White, I doubt they'd make it bad. But I'm assuming they'd probably want to make another classic Sonic game before they go right back to modern Sonic.
Maybe we'll have to see how that goes down, because everybody knows that with Christian Whitehead behind the wheel, there's like a 90% chance of it being good.
Yeah.
I just wonder how much they're going to let him influence other projects, if at all.
I mean, I'm sure they're looking at Sonic Mania versus Sonic Forces reactions.
Well, yeah.
Saying, yeah, we need help.
They should, or the president could be
bad, but
that's based off its concepts. People bought it for its concepts alone. I just like it was already awesome, and then they messed up the execution horribly. I keep thinking how well it would be just like if the concept and the execution was great. It would have probably been one of the best-selling Sonic games.
Although judging by how, and this should be the last thing. Judging by, well, it should be. Well, it might be depending on how long we're taking, but judging by how Sonic Forces and Mega Man 11 is on your laptop, this might be out of our league.
Yeah. And well, Mega Man 11 ran fine. Sonic Forces.
Yeah, I'm looking back at it. Well, no, we shouldn't be. We shouldn't be dogging on. Go watch Sonic Forces or playthrough.
Yeah, if I remember to
It's
link the
perfectly
card
fine.
there, then maybe maybe you could click that.